This your boy Treyways and I'm back slash event series. This is a Christmas event on Oni, and I just wanted to give a helpful guideline for the event. I'm gonna come out with a second part to this video series, but this is the first part. So I just got done fighting Koijorou. Koijorou's the boss. What's her first name? Oh, Sasaki. So Sasaki Koijorou is the first boss. Well, not the first boss, but he's the first boss I just soloed, and I found out her weakness pretty early on, but it did take me a minute. So what I'm gonna do to prepare for this dungeon and prepare for a solo run, and this may help some of the new players, I'm gonna bring in a strong lightning weapon, and I'm gonna bring a strong DPS weapon in as well, which in this case will be my ROM. I like to use first aid as well, just in case I get a couple hits. Just in case you get a couple hits on me. I'm gonna show you how to avoid death solo wise. Alright, so I got my L Sin. I'll show you what I'm rocking in a second. I got Ibaraki with me. I'll go ahead and get into the inventory. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna get this prayer crystal in. Alright, and then I would recommend that you bring in one of your favorite mounts. I would say go with a mount that has a lot of light on it, so that that mount does not die quickly. She is strong, but it can. The reason why I'm gonna bring in Hound Dog, not because he does any damage to her, but because he can tank some of the hits for me, and he can also help me in certain situations. He can also help me get Ibaraki up quicker as well while I'm in dungeon doing other things. So in the final room where the boss is, which is Koijorou, I normally don't have, I don't swap into him at all, so I just let him tank some of the hits for me, and he kind of like takes, and that opens up opportunities for me to get more hits in without taking any damage. So I recommend having a. She's really good with lightning. I found out that Koijorou as a boss is actually beast nature. I'm gonna show you while we in dungeon. Cause now they finally fixed it where you can see their natures in the game, which is nice, and it helps out a lot. So I've been updating what I call to be my Onigiri encyclopedia, and give me all of the information on these bosses. Alright, so I got my L Sin ready. What I'm gonna also bring in with me, I'm gonna show you my equipment. This is for lightning and wind, which has really helped me. I'm gonna see if I can find like a lightning. I don't think I got anything for like lightning and ice. That's for ice. Yeah, I don't think I got anything for lightning and ice. I see lightning and dark. Which ain't bad, but that's not what I need. Alright, so I'm gonna switch out this Zenith right here. I'm gonna switch this out and put on. I would love to put on my Rev, because Rev is really good. But instead, I'm gonna go with this Icicle Punishment off of my second round. And that's what I'm gonna use as my secondary weapon if my is the durability off of my primary round, which has the aqua needles on there, which does most of my damage. If that starts to, you know, the durability starts to weigh off, then but I always keep this staff in there on me. It helped me out, just in case I get in trouble. But let's hop into it. So I'm gonna click on to this guy. You got 4 different dungeons for you. I'm gonna give the 2 guides more so for these 2. I might do a guide for the first 2, but I'm gonna just say in short term, if you want to be effective in these 2 dungeons, I suggest that you run it on normal and that you run with a full party, or try to get as close to a full party as you can. At least 3 people. 3 people that really know what they're doing, 3 to 4 people. The more people, the better. You can get through these first 2 dungeons very, very quickly. And for the last 2, you want to find out if you can solo these or not. If not, then run parties with these 2. But these are easy to solo. But you're kind of limited on the first 2, so it makes it a little bit more difficult because it's got a fixed status on it. Let's go ahead and jump into Blue Lotus Grove. It only takes up 10 energy, which is not bad at all, so you can run it as many times as you like. I'm gonna find out how to be effective in the other dungeon as well, because I want to get as many crazy bills as I can. There's, in the item exchange, you can exchange like different items for key items, I would say. And I'm gonna show you what I mean by that. But first, we want to build up. Let's see how much damage I could do with icicle arrow off of this run. Okay, it's doing a lot of damage. In this room alone, I get a decent amount. And I hate that they made like this dungeon like this, cause it's so hard to kill these and find these in the dungeon. Because the only thing I could literally see is like the nucleus of the little bubble monster. That's all I can see is the nucleus, and it's kind of weird. Alright, so now we're gonna go around in this room, and as you can see, it's very slow for you to get your Vanguard up. Ibaraki is currently 2 scroll, so usually in normal dungeons it doesn't take her very long. But this dungeon is a little special. With all of the mobs I just killed, I literally I haven't really touched being able to swap into her. And this is definitely something that's event/dungeon related, so just be careful walking into this dungeon. That thing is going everywhere. It's gonna take you a hot second to get through to this. Now, the first time I ran this, I just used my L-Sin because I didn't have the right Vanguard out, and I didn't want to die. So, and what I found to be a weakness of the boss, since I could actually you know, handle the boss on my own was to be lightning. Lightning was really helping me out. Takes a second for these things to drop. But honestly, from running this event, since the item exchange allows you to exchange the things that drop for other things, I'll probably find this to be more promising to do it this way. Since this is a drop dungeon, of course drop boosts really help. Be careful with this. Perfect blocked at the end. Alright, I think we can finally get to this boss. I think this boss doesn't like ice. No, it's not ice, it's like wind and rain. So go ahead and start DPS in this boss. Be careful. But as you can see, Ibaraki is still like halfway. It's ridiculous. Alright, so we're gonna do here, swap to our L Sin. Then we're gonna switch back and forth between the staff and the L Sin. We'll start off at full health. And you want to be careful. She's about to pop up out of that little bag right there. And so we're going to try to see if we can get Ibaraki up. And this is where Hound Dog gets very useful. Because he can kind of distract her for a second. And you stay at a distance, you stay out of range. And it's really not letting Ibaraki go up at all, and she's 2 scroll, which is crazy. But here's what I'm gonna do. She's starting to attack now. So I'm a little laggy right now, so you'll see me lag in and out. It's doing, as you see, a lot of damage. You want to just keep going to the side. He's tanking some of the hits. Get as many hits as you can. Get out of dodge. Wait till she attacks again. Try the same thing. Over and over again. Same process. And you'll be pretty effective in here. Well, I can only speak mostly for the bow. But I can stay at a range and still do a lot of DPS. I'm just spamming it, and as you can see, her health is definitely going down. And the L Sin is pretty strong with its lightning. But what I do hate is that I can't really use a Vanguard in here, because it's going up against a Vanguard. But what I do love is that her health, as you can see, she's not the tankiest thing in the world. So she can be dealt with. It just takes time. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there that clear it a lot faster than me. So don't take me as you know, for the strongest person ever or anything. Not even close. But what I can say is I found something that works for me, so maybe it'll help you guys out. And as you can see in game, that little icon that's right next to her name, or her HP rather, the HP bar, is showing her nature. B is short for beast, so she's a beast nature. If I were to switch into Ibaraki right now, who is also lightning, which I'm using off of this El Sin, she should be very effective, because Ibaraki's divinity, which is, well, Vanguard form, or her transformation, is keyed in, and keyed in is lightning, and she's strong against beast types, which just so happens to be this boss, which is Koijorou. And so if my El Sin is doing this, Ibaraki should do probably about 5 times better. Having the attack power of the El Sin, but having her own personal attacks, and being able to spam them as well. She should do a lot better than me. That was a 2 mil right there that I hit on her. And see how this is so effective. I don't even have to use my staff right now, and I can get out of the dodge. She's more of an up close fighter. She got some range attacks, so that's why I keep dodging. But those guys are taking most of the hits for me, or otherwise they're like stalling for me. It just helped me out a lot. Alright, she got some pretty good hits in. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, switch back to my staff, get this healing in, switch sides. Switch back to the El Sin. Wait till she attacks, go back at her. Oh yeah, like moves like that. Alright, watch out for that move. And I'm gonna see exactly how quickly Ibaraki can deal with her. I'm gonna start just shooting her. See if I can get Ibaraki up. Anybody that has Raijin though as a mount, he should definitely be able to deal with her and take care of her. Should be able to take care of her really quick. Toshi should be able to take care of him very quick. Inuchiyo should be able to take care of him very quick. Yorimitsu should be able to take care of him very quick. Alright, I finally heard it. I'm gonna switch into Ibaraki, and I'm gonna use her rotation. Not actually doing as good as I thought. It's very strange that she's not doing well. And she completely misses that, which is understandable. Okay. So she just killed my guy. She's about to try to kill me. Uh-oh. Got me. I tried to perfect block it, but I couldn't. Well, it's just unfortunate that... It's just unfortunate that I couldn't dodge. It would have been my first choice since I have 2 scrolls for her, and she's strong as beast type, which is shown in the nature of this boss. But as you can see, that wasn't effective at all. One thing I can do is also try looking up Koijorou's weaknesses, like manually through her as a Vanguard, and see if I can match that weakness and see how effective that is in this dungeon. If that's the match that I'm looking for, that'll be awesome. Alright, so... Oh, wrong way. And it's taking me a while. But this is the way I cleared it. There might be a better weakness. And maybe one of these guys can give me an even better weakness. But if I'm hitting coaster meals, that's not really that bad. You can see the HP bar moving down. Slowly but surely. When I am using this lightning. And so ultimately I did take a death, but let's just really be honest here. I wouldn't have died if I wasn't trying to mid-battle summon Hound Dog back. So if I'm being honest, that clearance took a while. There's definitely some more effective ways out there, but this is just a guide to help others that may be in the same spot that I am or know nothing about the boss going into the fight. And maybe this could help give you an idea of I would say more of a starter to help out, because right off you want to at least know some base, then some to have certain elements or certain attack power, and then this may be able to help more people that are stronger than me and have found the better ways to farm that dungeon. But this is just a reference video, and this is just to help others that, you know, is just a guide to try to help. And keyword is a guide. You know, you can take the things that you need from it, and there's that. I'm gonna upload another video in just a second. I wanna ask these guys while I'm standing here if they know the weakness to Blue Lotus. They might jump back in though. And maybe these guys know some more information than I am. Not only are they probably a lot stronger than I am, but they probably have a lot more elements at their disposal to be effective in these dungeons. Me, I work with what I got and I try my best. Some elements I'm very strong in, such as rain and lightning and wind, but some elements I'm getting better, or I'm still in build mode, such as like mountain or fire or ice. All those other elements, it's very hard for me. Dark, you know. And so slowly but surely getting things to help me out with those, but until I got it all together and all figured out, it's gonna be a little tougher for me. Said they use icicle punishment. Alright, so for the next dungeon, I'm gonna try to run in with my favorite, Vanguard, being Lancelot. I think one of these bosses is weak to rain for sure. So I'm gonna go back to the inventory. And this time I'm gonna run again, but we're gonna use Lancelot's Ring to complete the boss. But I'm gonna stop this stream, and then I'm gonna upload another video with the next to part 2, Mount Tabuta.